Hello and welcome to lesson number 17 of Learn to Play the Violin with me. Make sure you're tuned and let's do this. I'm going to start the 15-minute timer now. Where we're going to continue on today is page 14 of the Essential Elements Violin Book 1. We're going to move on right to number 42, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. This one's a great one because the melody is very familiar, so it's easier to tell if you're playing the notes correctly or not. Let's look at the music first before we get into playing. If you look, there are 3 lines total. I have a quick quiz for you. There are 2 lines that are almost identical. Do you know which ones are almost identical? Can you tell just from looking at the music which ones are going to sound almost exactly the same? Lines number 1 and 3. So right away, that cuts the amount of music that we need to learn into thirds? I don't know. It's 1/3 shorter than what we have to learn because lines 1 and 3 are exactly the same except for the very, very last beat of each line, but that's okay. So that's encouraging. So it's less music already that we need to learn. Let's look at the end of line 1. Do you remember what that symbol is called? It's a repeat sign, which means we are going to play line 1 2 times in a row before moving on to line number 2. Let's review the notes that we know so far, starting with open D, 2nd string going down. Here we go. Ready? Play D. Now play E, 1 finger. F sharp, 2 fingers. G, 3 fingers. Move to the open A string. B is 1 finger. C sharp is 2. And high D is 3. Let's try that in a row. Here we go. We'll play each one as a quarter note, starting with low D. 1, 2, ready, play. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, ready, play. Let's look at line number 1. We are starting with 3 fingers on the D string because our first note is G, the 2nd line note going up. Remember, empty garage before dad flips, or every good boy does fine, every good boy deserves fudge. That's how we can tell the line notes. 2nd one going up is a G. That means we're playing G. We also have the hint of the number 3 at the top. So the first line we have, start with the G, 3 fingers, G, old, right? So we play 3 of those, then we go to open D, then say E, which is 1 finger, and then down to open D again. Those are the first 2 measures. Let's try the first 2 measures, starting with G. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. I had that E, the 1 finger, my 1 finger was up too high, so the E didn't quite sound right. Like if I was singing along with it, the note I was singing wouldn't match the note I was playing exactly, so I pulled it back a little bit to adjust that pitch a little bit. Let's try it again. 3 fingers. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. Good. One more time. Old MacDonald had a farm. That's what we're playing. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. Okay, let's continue on. So it's 1 finger now. So it's the 3rd line note going up, E, G, B. So 1 finger, but now we're on the A string because B is 1 finger on the A string. So we're flipping strings now. So it's 1 finger, then A is open, and then the last note of that little phrase is a G, which is 3 fingers on the D string. So we are alternating between these 2 strings quicker as we go. If you notice, as these pieces progress, we're flipping between these strings. We're using both strings more regularly and not as much time in between when we switch strings. Let's try measure 3. the one finger on the A string, which is B. Oh, hello, what was that? B, E, I, E, I, O. So that's where we're at. Let's play those 5 notes. 1, 2, ready, play. Let's try that again. My finger didn't quite land at the correct spot for that G, so it sounded a little wonky there. Let's try it again, starting with B. E. That was I sang E, not because that's the note we're playing, but that's the lyric of the song at this point. Anyway, here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. There we go. One more time to practice transitioning from the A string to the D string. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, I could adjust that a little bit, but pretty good. And then we see that last note is open D, D, and then we go back to the beginning. So don't forget about that low D. Let's try starting at measure 3 and include that low D on beat 4 of that last measure. Here we go, let's try. So it's B, B, A, G, D, and then pause there. Here we go, starting on B. Ready, play. 2, 3. Okay, let's try all of line 1. Here we go. 3 fingers on the D string. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. All right, let's try it one more time. Here we go. Adjust whatever you need to adjust. If you need to pause and practice a certain section, that's fine too. Here we go, one more time, line 1. 1, 2, ready, play. Two, 3. Okay, now since there's a repeat sign there, we need to play that line 2 times. So let's try that line with the repeat, meaning play it 2 times in a row. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Two, 3. Two, 3. That very last D is with a. We are only playing a quarter note there, but in the song when you sing it, if you're singing along while you play, you would be singing with a, like woof woof here, or whatever that is, but we are only playing a single quarter note. Let's skip to line number 3, just to see how similar they are. Let's sight read line 3. Here we go. And whenever we're done, I want you to tell me what was the only difference between line 1 and line 3. Line 3, starting on a G. 1, 2, ready, play. Two, 3, 4. Do you know what the only difference was? There's no repeat sign, so I guess there are 2 differences. And beat 4 of measure of the very last note of both lines are different. So at line 1, the very last note of that line is a low D, and for line 3, the very last beat is a quarter rest. So that's the only difference. So awesome, we know 2/3 of the song. Actually, 3/4 of the song because of the repeat. You know what I mean. Let's go to line 2. Starting with 3 fingers. Here we go. Again, let's sight read it and see what happens. Line 2 will go nice and slow so that our brain, our eyes, and our fingers all can sync up with each other. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. Rest. So that's the animal sound part of the song. Note-wise, very easy. It's a G the entire way through that line, except for the very last note, which is an open D. It's more the rhythm and the amount of G's that you really have to be careful of. Let's try line 2, and we're going to go right into line 3. So we're playing line 2 and line 3. Here we go. Nice and slow. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. Rest. Two, 3, 4. Okay, it's time to try the entire song. Remember, line 1, we repeat, so we're playing 4 lines total because we're playing that first line twice. Start on a G. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. 2, 3. Rest. 2, 3. Two, 3, 4. How'd you do? I felt good about it, except for that one where I got mixed up with the note. I don't even know where that was. Let's try it one more time, a little bit faster. Here we go. Last time through. 1, 2, ready, play. Repeat. 2, 3. Rest. Rest. Two, 3, 4. Great job. All right, we have a few more minutes, so let's keep going. Look at page number 15, number 43, a Mozart melody. Okay, let's just sight read it since we only have a little bit of time left and see what it sounds like. Here we go. It says, okay, there's information about Mozart in the yellow box above. You can read that if you would like. Let's see. All right, it starts on an open D and then goes to open A. Yes, I know this one, and I'm sure you do too. Then one finger, that's a B, and open A. Okay, let's try it really slow. All right, and I'm sure if you haven't recognized it by that little piece I was playing, I'm sure you will recognize it by the time we work this through. Nice and slow since we're sight reading. 1, 2, ready, play. Do you recognize it? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Did you know that Mozart wrote that melody? Cool, now you do. Learn something new every day. Let's try it one more time. Here we go, line 1. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. Let's try line number 3. 1, 2, ready, play. Did you notice? Perfect. They're the exact same. Yay! We already know 2/3 of this piece. Cool. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you in lesson number 18.